about health services. So I have already taught you about this health services, but we are going to see in the form of the elements of services. Based on that element, we are going to connect this health service with that. Okay. So first of all, we are going to see that what and all will comes under health services. So the first one is the health care industry, which also called the medical industry or health economy, is an aggregation and integration of sector within the economic system that provides goods and services to treat patients with curative, preventive, rehabilitative, and palliative care. What does that mean? See, it is an integral part. Integral means there are various components are there in these services. Okay, and in these services, they their main objective is to treat the patient in such a way that they can get cure from their health. That is, they should get curable or preventable. See, initially, if they are having any disease or any problem with their health, so they can take any preventive measures. Rehabilitative, which means due to disease, they or they might have got some disabilities, or due to some injury, they have got some as I said, impairment. So, because of these services, they came back to the original one. Okay, that is, they got cured and they are like how they were before. Okay, so that is called it as a rehabilitative. And next is palliative care. Palliative care is nothing but, see, yours also.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, please
Can you
put
hear me,
mute.
ma'am?
Yeah, I can. Can you please put mute?
Thank.
Okay. So palliative care means nothing but, see, when a patient is getting more pain, so during that time, in order to remove the pain, they are giving some treatment. So that is called it as a palliative care rather than uh, curing the root cause of that particular condition. Okay, so all these services will comes under this health services. As I have mentioned it as, it is an aggregation or integration. That means it is addition of all such services, which is curative, as I said, curable, preventive measures, rehabilitative, that is, they are recovered from the disease which they were facing or impairment which they were facing, and then palliative care. Palliative care means nothing but it is removing the pain on that particular circumstances or particular situations. Next we have, as I said, this services mix, that is marketing mix, it has various components or elements. Okay, it is product, price, place, promotion, people, physical evidence, process. Okay, so in that we are going to see about the product one. Okay, so when I say product, uh, see, can you see here? There is an emergency or casualty services, ambulance services, diagnostic services, pharmacy services. So in emergency or casualty services, they need some ambulance, which comes under product, the CCU, which is critical care unit, or in some hospitals they say it as a coronary care unit, which means it's mainly for those people who has a cardiac arrest. Okay, in order to help them, or in order to give a good assistance to them on wheels. Okay, and high tech telecommunication. Next is ambulance services. See, if you can see inside an ambulance, there will be a proper, equipment will be installed in such a way that during during these services, that is, they are taking the patient to this ambulance, they will give some first aid to them. Okay, do some basic parts inside the ambulance. Okay, for that they need a fully equipped instruments with doctor in it. Okay, and in some services like diagnostic services, they have an instant oncology, orthopedics, neurology, plastic surgery, and so on. So these kind of facility they will provide. Oncology is, see, it's totally based on finding out the tumors, cancer. So onco is a word or term which they mainly used for bulk. This is a term which means bulk. So tumor is the one which will, you know, enlarge a particular part. Okay. Orthopedics, it is totally based on the disjointment of some muscles or bones. In order to give treatment for that, they are using this one. Neurology, nervous system, okay, and plastic surgery, you know that. Okay. Next is pharmacy services. See, for overall treatment, they are using some equipment to do some operation. Okay, for taking care of the people, there are particular beds are there. Okay, and for commutation, an ambulance are there. But for pharmacy, they always have 24 bar 7 so that the patient can get medicine at any time. Okay. Next is pricing. Uh, See, in pricing strategy, see, I want you guys to put me. So as I said, pricing strategy. Here they won't allot a particular price by seeing their competitors, because as I have mentioned here, it is mainly for serving the society, not to maximize the profit. Okay, but they do implement some strategy for particular pricing. For example, if you can see the bed, after the patient get operated, once they will put it in the ICU, after that they will classify the wards. There are two kinds of wards are there. One is general ward and another one is deluxe ward. So, see, for treatment and surgical procedure, there is a common price for them. Okay, but for good hospitality, especially for wards, okay, they will, you know, allot a particular price for general ward and a deluxe suite. General ward, there won't be any much facilities are there. Okay, and for deluxe suite, they'll be having a little bit of facilities. So as I was saying that based on a particular work, they will allot price for that. So next is promotion. How they are going to promote the hospital? Okay, that is the service provided by the hospital, because uh, mostly, you know, they use magazines and some electronic medias are there, but it is not much up to the level. So based upon the service which is provided by the uh, hospitals, so this the staff members in the hospitals, based on that only it will get promoted. Okay, or as I said, based upon the services. If the service is really good or if it is very satisfied, then by means of word of mouth, which I have mentioned here. Okay. So by means of word of mouth, they are going to promote their services or their hospitals. Okay. But other than that, in order to get more client, they will provide lots of different services rather than the basic one. So we know that if the the person or the patient are having any problems, then they will give treatment, they will give various kinds of services to them in order to get curable. Okay, but other than that, there are various things are there. They're going to make a campaign, they'll make some programs based on like acupuncture clinic, diabetics health checkups, etc. And in some health clinic and in some health organization, they usually promote it in a rural areas, like giving a free checkup to them or some reasonable price or low price, so that, as I said, by means of word of mouth, they can have some name about this hospital. Okay, then we have places. So in places is nothing but it is a contact between the customer and the hospital or the health clinic. So there are two factors which I have mentioned here. So in order to easily understandable, I can give you a small concept. The one is accessibility and another one is availability. Accessibility is nothing but it is like how comfortable you are from your place. Okay, for example, if your health clinic is in the main place, then there are many people who are feel very feasible to commute from their place to your clinic. Okay, that is called accessibility. But what if your place is very far away, but it is in the main area? Okay, but for other people, it is not accessible to them. It's not convenient for them. Okay, so that will comes under availability. In that case, what the people will have to do, or the hospital services have to do is, they have to open many branches so that they have to make them feel accessible enough. Okay. Not only that, you see, even if they want to give services, not only from the hospital, but also they have to come directly to their home and they can give services to them. Okay. So these are the two major factors comes under place. Next is people. When I say people, here the customer is not only the main people are there, but here when I say people, the employees comes or they plays a major role in this. Okay, see when the employees behavior is good. If the employees show good attitude to the customer, then only it gives a good reputation to the organization. For that, they have to provide a good training to the staff members in order to make the customer feel comfortable. See, here, the second point, you can see that it is necessary that the staff in hospital are trained to offer quality patient care with human touch using state-of-the-art technology. See, many people, especially doctors, should not feel awkward when touching a human's body. Okay, so in that case, what the people have to do, that is what the staff members have to do is, they have to be well trained in such a way that the customer should feel comfortable when the doctor are doing some operation to the customers. Okay. For that, the motivation plays an important role. How to motivate them is, first is giving concession to the employees near ones. For example, if I am a doctor, okay, and one of my relatives are coming to that particular hospital, and then they say that, okay, these are the relative of this particular doctor, maybe I can reduce the fees. So this will make the doctor feel very happy. Okay. The next one is regular liaison with them at all times and knowing what the employees want. That is, see, salary plays an important role in that, and also the recognition. If they keep on regularly liaising, which means making them feel very comfortable or highly satisfied at all the time, okay, or make them to feel as if they are in their home. Okay, in that case, it will motivate the employees. Then active participation of the employees in the activities of the hospitals. Only if everything is satisfied, the doctor or all the staff members will be to their participation actively. Okay. So process, there are majorly four processes are there in the hospitals. See, first is joining phase. Before, they are showing to the patient. Before they are showing patient to the doctor, first they have to do a registration. Okay. And after registration, the doctor are the one who is going to check or find out what exactly the patient is having, patient is suffering from. Okay, then they will diagnose it, finding out the information, and they will try to do further action. That is, they will start giving treatment. After that, they will start the patient with payment, okay, and then they will give a proper feedback from the patient. Get a proper feedback from the patient. Okay. Next is physical evidence. So when we see about physical evidence, again, what is the good ambience? That is the surroundings of it, the appearance and behavior of a staff, hygiene, that is cleanliness, okay, and it should be well organized. After seeing these four major components, the customer feels satisfied and feel comfortable enough to take treatment for that particular organization or particular hospital. These are the major parts which we are going to discuss, which I have already taught you also. The core level, expected level, and augmented level. These services, as I said, comprises of three major levels. First one is core level. Core level is the basic facility provided by the hospitals, like diagnostic services, emergency, casualty services. This is the basic level which makes the customer feel satisfied. See, if the customer is feeling, cardiac arrest, something like that, then they are calling the ambulance. So this is the basic one. Then taking them to the that is emergency services, giving a treatment. So all these things are the basic or core level, and also casualty services. In case the customer is not feeling well, then they are first give a services, casualty services, a normal treatment to them. So this will make them satisfied, which comes under core level. Next is expected level. Other than core level, if the hospital is maintaining cleanliness, hygiene, and maintained in the hospital, then the expected level will be high, other than core level. Next is augmented level. See, augmented level is without customer's expectation. It is like beyond that, okay, which customer have not thought of it, but he is very, very much satisfied in it. Okay, so that will comes under augmented level, like dress code for the staff, air conditioning of the hospital, then some new technology they are using it in order to give a treatment, or services of renowned consultants. Okay, so renowned consultants, it means they are giving that is sometimes beyond their expectation. They are giving that is one step further. They are going and helping the people or providing a services. Okay, so that is called it as a augmented level. So all these things comes under that is health services.